Hey guys, welcome back to Justice Tarot. I am Tiff and I'm going to be doing your collective reading for today. We are going to start this off with our prayer and then jump right into the reading because during the pre-shuffle, there's definitely some energies coming out, some lessons needing to be learned, some lessons being skipped, some things being juggled, some folks being juggled. It was a lot that came out during the pre-shuffle. So let's go ahead and get our prayer done so we can get right into it. We give glory, honor, and praise to the Most High for allowing us to see and witness this day. I ask for divine guidance and protection on this reading, and that any negative energy be alchemized into clarity, wisdom, and transformation. May only healing, transformation, clarity, and peace come through this reading today. Amen. And I say, all right, y'all, let's get into it. um, I hope that whenever you're watching this, you are having a great day, a great evening, a great night. Um, First to pop out is our King of Cups in reverse. We got Ten of Cups. We got Judgment. Ooh, okay. So immediately, what this is telling me with the King of Cups in reverse, there is somebody who is quite possibly being a bit manipulative right now. This could be you, this could be somebody around you, and just because it is a king does not mean that it's like a boy girl. It's y'all know what it is. Male, female, dog, frog. Someone, either you or someone in your energy, is kind of acting cold, either getting bad advice or not really giving the best advice. And it looks like it might be in regards to when the Ten of Cups comes out, which was the card, which is what came out next to the King of Cups. The Ten of Cups is kind of emotional fulfillment. It is the ideal. So this looks very, very happy. It shows alignment, it shows peace, it shows joy. You got kids playing. So this could also be a father figure. This could also be someone who is receiving not the best advice on maybe parenting. That's what I'm getting right now. So somebody who may be in a partnership, could be a marriage, could just be a partnership with children, could be any of those things, but something about the way that they are either giving or getting advice regarding this family structure kind of isn't really, it really isn't leading to something positive. It's leading to more judgment, and that's what's coming out. So when judgment comes out, that means that there is somebody's going through an awakening. Somebody is waking up to something. So it could be that somebody is waking up to the fact that their manipulative ways could have messed up this kind of ideal family that they had. And the Ten of Cups, while it does represent kind of emotional fulfillment, next to the King of Cups in reverse, what this also shows me is that this wasn't, it's like a fantasy. It's not like a real life. It's not like something that's real life. It's like this fantasy that somebody is clinging on to, and right now they're being pushed into kind of a new phase within this structure. I see at the bottom of the deck Ace of Wands in reverse. So this could be somebody who is not. Y'all know my Ace of Wands card typically mean my dingling card. So this could be somebody who is frustrated, somebody who maybe ain't really getting what they think they should be getting in the partnership, as far as maybe some type of gratification. This could also be somebody who is weighed down by passion, by when that card comes up, it's always difficult for me to talk about it. All right, give me a little bit more on the Judgment card. What is under judgment? Ace of Swords reverse. Can I get a little more? Ah. So Ace of Swords reverse, Three of Cups reverse. So somebody is having a wake up call about a third party situation that was chaotic. So with the King of Cups in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse, that lets me know that possibly the King of Cups was involved in a third party situation, or you, if you're watching this, you could be the third party to the King of Cups who is getting like bad advice or something of that sort. But this is showing me with so many cups, that's 10, 13. That's death. So something died in this person's love life, in this person's kind of emotional life. It could be it could be that this Ace of Swords, like my attention is being drawn to the Ace of Swords because it looks like somebody really made a bad judgment call and it impacted their family severely. Can I get a little bit more on the Ace of Swords? About give and take. Six of Pentacles came out. Can I get a little bit more? So somebody's I'm sorry, the card that came out was Eight of Cups reversed. Like I said, there's a lot of cups. This is a very water heavy energy read. So this could also be about a Cancer. So King of Cups with the Three of Cups, it could be any water sign, Scorpio, Cancer. I don't see a lot of wands. So there's not a lot of action happening. This looks like there's just a lot of feeling. Somebody is feeling a lot and isn't expressing it in the most logical way, with the Ace of Swords coming out in reverse. Somebody isn't even being honest about what they're feeling, maybe about within the household that they're in, about their kids, about having to give to their kids, about having to go back to giving to something that they don't desire to give to. Let me get a little bit more on the King of Cups in reverse. Is coming out of financial hardship. So Five of Pentacles in reverse lets me know that someone right now is working to come out of we either being left out back by something, somebody. Somebody could have been maybe in poverty. Somebody could have literally been homeless and is coming out of homelessness. The King of Cups in reverse, it also looks like somebody may have been manipulating their way out of that situation. And now, because of the manipulation that happened, someone is making a judgment call. There's a third party that's making a judgment call. Can I get the Three of Cups in reverse? Knight of Wands, fire sign, Leo, Ace of Cups, Three of Wands. With the Three of Cups in reverse, when I asked for more information, when I asked for more about it, I got the Knight of Wands. So someone made a really passionate dash towards a third party situation. It could have been a new love, it could have been a new relationship, it could have been something that they were watching from the distance because the Three of Wands did come out. Something that they're preparing for. Um, this just feels like somebody got themselves into a situation by using very, very poor judgment, and that situation is resulting. It could result in the Ace of Cups came out. I got the Page of Cups at the bottom, so that's giving me page energy is child energy. So the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups could be a new baby, could be a new child. It could be an older child that somebody's been checking on, watching. It could be a number of different things. There's a lot of energy coming through this read. I got Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, especially under the Page of Cups, with the Ace of Cups, Temperance, Queen of Swords. So somebody did make a clear decision in this partnership, but it doesn't feel like it was the King of Cups that was able to make that decision. It feels like somebody made a decision for that King of Cups energy, that kind of manipulative energy, that secretive energy, that energy that hasn't been being clear. Somebody made a decision for them, or you, because this could definitely be you, that didn't really sit well and caused you to go in a space of hardship where you then had to come out. With the amount of cups that are on the board, I am and the Ace of Sword reverse. Somebody needs to really evaluate who they're getting their advice from. Somebody really, this could be you, this could be somebody around you, but somebody really needs to evaluate who they're getting their advice about their feelings and how to process their feelings from. Somebody has really big feelings, like real big feelings. And unfortunately, if you don't have somebody around you who's able to help you process big feelings, or minimizes those feelings, it can lead to confusion. It can lead to making a reckless, possibly reckless decision with a third party. Let me let me because for the King of Cups, and somebody made the decision. Who made the decision for the King of Cups? He made the decision himself. So something, the Knight of Wands came back out with the Page of Cups. So somebody with the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, so somebody was defensive. So with the King of Pentacles, this could be the same person. It could be some other energy, but there is a masculine energy that made a decision for another masculine energy or somebody in their feelings. It may not be just King of Cups in reverse. It may not be male or female, but there was a King of Pentacles that made a rushed decision in regards to children. And somehow I got King of Cups at the bottom of I got King of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck again. And somehow this King of Cups was impacted. So if you're the King of Cups, right? King of Cups in reverse is somebody who has not been talking about their feelings. And there are a lot of feelings to be talked about on this board. I mean, family, friends, stability, alignment. There are a lot of things that so go get a therapist. Somebody needs to go to a therapist. If you Somebody needs to go to a therapist and stop talking to people who only have their own limited worldview on situations. Sometimes people will have the greatest intentions to help you, but they may not have the capacity to 1 2 2 2 on the timer. They may not have the capacity to actually navigate you through that situation because they don't have the know with all. They don't have the information outside of themselves, but they also don't have the ability to think outside of what they would do. So that is why going to an unbiased party, somebody who doesn't have to give you the advice only based on how they've lived, but kind of be able to look at it from a more clear-headed point of view. Somebody needs to go to a therapist because to have so many people, and again, this also, a Queen of Swords also made a decision. It could have been the King of Pentacles with a Queen of Sword attitude, or it could have been a Queen of Sword with a King of Pentacle attitude. Somebody who's financially in charge, but somebody with money made a decision with somebody in their feeling, made a decision for somebody in their feelings, or swayed a decision with somebody in their feelings, and that did not turn out great. It turned out where this person, the King of Cups in reverse, ended up under judgment for a decision they made with a third party. The third party, it looks like, resulted in a new love. It could have been a baby because the Page of Cups came out. It could have been something that they're now looking at coming in. With the Three of Wands, that's when you're seeing your manifestations come in. It was in the upright, so it feels like somebody has something coming in that they really weren't prepared for. It may be messing up the stability with what they currently have. This could be you, and if this is you and you have something coming in, Page of Cups, could be a kid. I don't know why this is coming up in my reading so much, but could be a kid coming up. But if you have a kid coming up, your focus needs to be on prepping for the kid that's coming, and quite possibly nothing else, depending on how many kids you got, because there was already 2 kids showing up. So with the amount of kids that's even showing up in this reading, it could be a father of 2 3, it could be a father of 3 with a fourth on the way. It could be a father who has 2 children within the home and they made another child outside. It could be it could be a person who made a child outside of the partnership that they're in. So if this is you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You need to get a therapist, and you need to stop listening to everybody telling you what to do with your life. If you're grown and old enough to make a baby, then you're grown and old enough to take care of it. And you're grown and old enough to make effective decisions for that child's life without the influence of other people who quite possibly are not even helping you take care of said children, because the King of Pentacles is looking away from the kids. And that's also what I'm noticed is the King of Cups was in reverse, looking away from the kids. The King of Pentacles is looking away from the kids. Somebody ain't watching their kids. Somebody's not watching their kids. Somebody could be with them and physically not be paying attention to the kids. Somebody could physically not be with their kids. Somebody could emotionally be disconnected from their children. But if any of this fits you, you need to go get a therapist, especially if you are a father and you are actively in your children's life and you are cold and you are manipulative and you are moody and you are carrying this energy from something that doesn't necessarily impact them for real, for real. They ain't, it ain't their fault you out here making reckless decisions and not listening to the right people. So the best advice like I can get, actually let me get the oracles. Let me get the oracles. What advice do we have from our oracles? Relax. I think that might have been for me because I was getting a little annoyed in my bag. Because I don't like, just go get a therapist. You don't know how many times you can go to your friends, and because your friends, you don't know the intentions of people, okay? You don't know the intentions of people. A therapist, you sign some documentation to let you know what their intentions are. Just regular people, though, you don't know what their intentions are. So I'm going to read it, but I think that was for me. Relax. Don't strain yourself too much. Relax to move forward. When you're tired, take a break and adjust your state to face life's challenges with with a more relaxed mindset. The Ace of Wands did come out in the reversed earlier, and that is like a block in passion. So 1711 on the timer. Just remember that when your passion is blocked, sometimes that's literally you being sat down to reevaluate a couple of things. If the judgment call is up, an awakening is happening. For some, that could mean you may be hearing God's voice. You may be being called to make some different decisions in your life. And in order for you to be able to make those decisions, you have to do it from a more relaxed state of mind, a more relaxed kind of energy state. Your nervous system needs to be more relaxed. And the next one that comes out is breaking through. Everyone has their own comfort zone, but true growth can only be realized if you are brave enough to step out of it. Breaking through means challenging things that we were once thought to be impossible and overcoming your inner fears and insecurities. So, with a breakthrough, it's really breakthrough. Push yourself to break through whatever makes you think that you can't rely on yourself, or that you have to listen to other people's opinion on how you live your life. I don't know who that's for. And our last piece of advice: reward and recognition. Congratulations, your hard work will pay off soon. Take it in, take Congratulations, your hard work will pay off and take you in the directions of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts in your own power, baby. Why can't I read today? What's happening with the tongue? What's going on with the tongue? Maybe somebody needs to be reading a little bit more. I don't know. But what this lets me know is there is a payoff coming to somebody soon. There is recognition coming to somebody soon. If you do the hard work that you have to do to rebuild yourself emotionally, the reward at the end of it is fulfillment. The reward at the end of rebuilding yourself is that everyone around you, especially you, gets to reap the benefits of that. They get that emotional fulfillment, that support, that love, that compassion, that typically the King of Cups is able to give, but when he's in the reverse, it's blocked off. So with this, try to relax. You probably are having a breakthrough, and at the end of that breakthrough is going to be reward and recognition. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. If you enjoyed this read, if you made it to the end, I certainly do appreciate it. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are feeling motivated, please feel free to donate to the channel to keep us up and running. The Cash App is Just Tiff, JUSTIFF247 on Cash App. All right, y'all. Thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.